Hi everyone, I'm Arlon.
Hey guys, it is.
Hey, it's Robyn.
Hey, it's Sam.
Hi guys, it's Vit.
Hey, it's Naj, and I'm with the quote of the day, and it's it's freaking fall, not winter. You know, episode 8, season
Gosh.
2. Okay.
Who said that? Who said that though?
Lizzie.
Lizzie.
Lizzie? That was cool.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
Lizzie.
right?
See, you didn't even know. See?
No, it's Lizzie.
Okay, yeah, okay. Making sure. Okay.
She said it when she's digging through her clothes when Hope asks her to go away to find Landon.
True.
Wow.
Right.
It sounds like something Hope would have said in that episode. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, viewers, correct us if we're wrong. It's Lizzie, right?
I think it's Lizzie. Yeah, it's Lizzie.
Oh,
So I'm like, I was
I
like,
think it's Hope talking with Caleb.
I thought it was because she was talking like it's October, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's Lizzie.
You said it's freaking fall, not winter, right?
Yeah, that's Lizzie.
Yeah, that's Lizzie. And
'Cause
then
Lizzie
Hope
said,
is
yeah.
the one is like, it's October.
Yeah, because that's after when Lizzie was like, when Hope was like, thank God you're still a bitch. So
Yeah, exactly. I need you to go after Landon, and yeah, that was that whole scene.
okay, today guys, we're doing unpopular opinions, where we read your unpopular opinions and we give our opinion on them. You guys damn near gave us almost 40 unpopular opinions, so we're going to come.
Yeah, this was
give
super
them
popular.
Yeah.
I do want to say quickly is that throughout all our podcasts, of course, we rant. We have opinions about like episodes and characters and stuff like that. But we love legacies, and if we didn't love legacies, we wouldn't be filming a podcast every week and talking about it. We would have nothing to talk about. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there that no matter what is said in these podcasts, we love legacies. We love the writers.
We're just giving our criticism. We're just giving criticism.
Exactly.
Like, you're not going to love everything about the show. So once again, these are our opinions. Don't get offended if we gave you an answer to your confession that you didn't like. Everybody has different opinions, so if you easily get triggered, then just don't watch.
And this is a good segue for you to say.
Segue to say what? Oh, it is what it is.
There you go.
Hey,
let's get started.
It is what it is.
There you go, Leah. You got it twice.
Yo, Robyn, you sharp. So I was like, I got a quote. Okay. So our first unpopular opinion is Josie had every right to say what she did to Lizzie in season 1, episode 14 at Miss Mystic Falls.
Yes and no.
Yeah,
yes
I agree and then don't.
Say why that?
Yes.
Because
They're both at fault.
Yeah, like
it was like, for me, Josie was so codependent on Lizzie.
Yeah.
That for some reason, just because of the letter, she decided to just snap off on Lizzie. But if you really think about it,
had Josie actually talked to her sister and told her what she wanted,
like Lizzie can't predict the future.
Yeah, exactly. Lizzie would have said, "Oh, okay, well, let's figure this out." Like, Lizzie wouldn't have been like, "Oh, no, you just do what you need to do."
Yeah, it's like Josie expects, like, once again, it's kind of like half and half. They have to communicate. Josie expected Lizzie to figure out that she wanted to be Miss Mystic Falls, just like how she thought that she thought Lizzie knew that Josie wanted to run for a student council. It's just like, Lizzie can't read your mind.
I mean, like, that's a running theme with Josie. So
yeah, it's like she expects
But like Lizzie knew like it was Alexis from her mom. She at least should have asked her sister before she offered everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's exactly
And
the
that's
thing
where the
too.
yes part comes in. Is she should have at
Yes.
least
Yeah, like
before she did this whole Hope thing, like, oh,
yeah,
Hope's gonna take it.
like Lizzie never talked to Josie about it at all. Like Lizzie just made it
Yeah.
seem like it was a damn competition.
Yeah.
She just made
Acting
the
like
decision herself.
like she just
Yeah.
made her decision herself, which is like
It is,
y'all
it is
supposed to be sisters.
yeah.
It's so once again it's yes and no. Yes for Lizzie not talking to Josie about it, but also Josie expecting Lizzie to read her mind.
Yeah.
The next unpopular opinion is I love Posey, but Josie and Ralph were kind of cute in season 1. What happened to that storyline?
Agreed.
I don't know what happened to that storyline. I mean, I thought it was fine at first.
He slept with her
Until
sister.
Posey was just better.
the proposal was better, yeah. But
That-
also because Ralph went through like 7 girls in like 4 episodes,
He
so I
slept
was
with her
just
sister. There's
yeah.
no way that
Yeah,
she's
once
gonna
that
use her sister after that.
yeah, and then he got mad like when she voted Landon
Just
out. I
say
said,
it
you
is.
just
Just
slept
say it.
with her? Oh, to say it, you know?
My thing with it is I couldn't have seen Josie and Roth really happening during season 1 because of Posey. Because if you
Yeah.
think about it, Josie and Penelope had this like problem between them that wasn't really spoken about. Like Penelope broke up with Josie. Josie didn't know why, and obviously she was still at the school, so she was trying to avoid this Satan girl. So I really don't think Josie's mind was really on anything else. Yeah, she said she was looking, not really, like it was shown that she like had this thing for Raphael, but I don't think it could have gone anywhere solely because of her relationship with Penelope. After,
Yeah, and also
after
Lizzie's.
Penelope left, maybe, but then again, it was kind of just already pushed off by then. And like you said, Raphael is like bouncing from girl to girl, so it wasn't like he was thinking about her. And that's just my unpopular opinion.
Yeah, I mean, like at first it was kind of like I feel like if like Ralph and Josie could have started off the segue of how codependent Josie is with Lizzie. Like I feel like that could have been the storyline of how we could finally see how Josie never gets the guy. But once again, like Ralph was kind of all over the place. It was like he got stuck. Yeah, like he wasn't the right guy, but he also got stuck with Lizzie. He couldn't put his foot down with her. Then his girlfriend came back, and then he moved to Hope. So it's like it was never a chance for Josie to even come back. And then plus he got mad at her when she voted Landon out. So it was never a time.
It would have been cute, but it wasn't the right time. Like I didn't like the idea of Josie and Raphael in season 1. If it happened later on in like a different way, then yeah, they would be cute together. But I just don't see it. I didn't see it happening then, especially with Penelope being there, because they gave us off like Penelope and Josie were like this romance that we never saw but loved, ended up falling in love with. So
yeah, I don't know if we have this in the confession or the unpopular opinions or not, but Penelope leaving, I think, is kind of the same thing. Like, if she hadn't left, we wouldn't have had like Dark Josie and stuff like that. Because none of that would have happened had she been there.
Like she affects Josie still, so Ralph and her wouldn't have worked out regardless.
Penelope is gonna come first, and it's like, and it's shown that from the beginning, because why would you have exes and then build up a relationship and then have somebody one of the parties in the relationship leave? Like she's gonna play a part in Josie's life no matter what situation it is, and yeah, that's not about Penelope and Josie. So this is
we all feel the same.
Yeah. Okay, so the next unpopular opinion is Hope's plan of entering Josie's subconscious was useless, since at the end, Lizzie could have transferred the dark magic to the necromancer without it. And also, how Josie defended Dark Josie by believing in herself was childish and painful to watch. Yes.
Well, I think that the whole, like, I don't think that Lizzie could have transferred the magic.
Yeah, not the Lizzie part. It's like half.
But like
the thing about the Josie believing herself, I think it kind of makes sense with Josie's character because she's always so selfless and she put people behind her, before her.
She has such a black and white view of like good and evil.
I think it makes sense for her character. But if
I just love
the character, I don't think it would work.
I love that Dark Josie used Penelope, like knowing that was like knowing that's like her weakest link, and use Penelope, like, because Josie is so in love with Penelope. Come on, let's face it.
Come on.
Even if she doesn't want to admit it herself.
Come on.
Yeah.
But no, I agree with like the whole thing about it being like they're talking about that whole speech or whatever. Okay, I thought
Eat
that
the pig.
like it was. I did like a top 10, and it was my number one scene for one because Kaylee did incredible in that scene. But like I agree with it. It was kind of like the whole fairy tale thing was just.
Yeah,
the
it
character I
was-
wasn't fan either.
I wouldn't necessarily say it was painful to watch.
Yeah, it wasn't painful to watch.
I actually enjoyed watching it.
I didn't. The episode was trash.
It was cringy because I wish they would have done more for us to actually understand why she felt a certain way about how she thought she wasn't powerful. Because like I never thought that Josie would see herself as weak. I just thought that she just was seeing herself as like person that just was like behind Lizzie. So when she was like I just didn't understand it. Like I just was like, okay, well, she believed in herself. So why the fuck was Hope there?
Yeah.
You think
And,
about
this was like it wasn't supposed to be the finale, so maybe we'd get more things in the next episode. But
Yeah, and especially and then it'll be like it'll be ridiculous now for her to have Dark Josie back when she now believes in herself. So what would be the reason for her to bring it back?
I'm torn between that episode. At one, there's parts of it I like, and there's parts of it that are just like, why the hell is this here?
No, right? Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and they could like
You
leave
know.
to make more into Josie's mind.
I think maybe
Anyway,
we didn't like it so as much is because it wasn't supposed to be the finale.
yeah.
So
yeah.
So we can't really like give them forks.
but like the whole thing with like Josie, like not believing in herself. Because if you think about it, Lucy has always been afraid to use her magic, and Josie hasn't really been afraid to use her magic.
Yeah, so that's why I was like.
So like I don't know why Josie would consider herself like weak because she is the one who actually uses her magic. So if you think about it, she kind of has a step above Lizzie in a way.
Yeah.
Which also goes into this. It's like how Josie defeated Dark Josie because she had control of the story. So it wasn't really necessarily her defeating Dark Josie because she was already Dark Josie.
Yeah.
So it's just basically her saying she doesn't need this darkness to be powerful. And I feel like that's what people don't really see within that. It's not necessarily Josie saying.
Yeah, it's like I don't see it in it. I just figured that out at some point.
The thing is because dark magic is like an addiction, right? And the more you use it, the more addicted you get, and the more you rely on it, and the more you think, well, I'm not anybody without this addiction, right? That's kind of the way the addiction is. And so she was addicted to this dark magic, and then she basically got this whole like shot of it all at once, and was afraid that she could never, go back to who she was before this addiction had happened. And so that was partly why she didn't feel powerful, is because she felt weak without the addiction.
But also because Clark took advantage of her as well.
Right. Yeah.
And her dad wasn't there, so she didn't really have anybody to rely on. She also was landing.
Because even look in episode 2 of season 1, Rick even said, dark magic gets into your heart and poisons your mind, or gets into your mind and poisons. I think it's poisons your mind, which is basically foreshadowing to what happened to Josie in season 2.
Yeah, for me, this part of, like I said, the episode wasn't the best, but this part, like the whole defeating Dark Josie thing, for me, made the most sense in the entire episode. I don't really remember the beginning, what happened.
I don't remember.
Well, I mean, the stuff with Lizzie pretending to be Hope was my favorite
that was
part
what I
of the
remember
episode.
mostly.
Daniel did great, by the way, but that was something else. But for me, I enjoyed the scene. Yes, it was while it was childish in a way. I think what made it childish was the whole fairy tale theme. Because if it was different,
and the pig.
Yeah, the pig. But yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. Oh my God. The next unpopular opinion is Caleb's crush on Alyssa felt like it came out of nowhere. Yes. Why? Because she just tried to kill your sister, and now you're like,
literally 5 minutes before she tried to kill your sister, and then she was going to kill MG.
I literally did a live on. I do like before each episode. I do like this live like for each episode where I predict what's gonna happen. And if you go back to that live before this episode, or whatever episode that Alyssa was like, I'll get right on that or whatever. I literally mentioned, I'm like, what if Caleb and Alyssa get together?
Like it was so random because like she just killed your sister and then he was like tried to, and he was like, you should get a new crush, and then out of nowhere he's the one crushing on her.
I mean, what would Kim think to find out that her brother was crushing on the girl that literally tried to kill her?
Let alone that he sabotaged her and MG's date. So, like, how many fucking hypocritical steps is you going to take?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Any more opinion on that? Any more opinion on that before I go to...
No, I think we're good.
Okay. The writers shouldn't have pushed Hope and Landon's epic love so early on. They should have either waited or showed instead of told.
Us.
What else do you want them to show? Like,
no,
listen, even if we show it, people are still not going to see it. So I don't know what else we possibly do. Like,
question.
They didn't even say anything about epilogue until season 2, so it's not like they rushed it.
And they talked about it. Haley is the one that told her to have an epic love, so of course that's going to stick in Hope's mind.
Yeah,
and it's going to be something that's with her.
I don't know why that was like. That's such a.
I can't hear you, Liz.
Oh, I don't know why that's such a bad thing. Like, didn't they have that cheesy stuff in the Vampire Diaries?
Yeah,
they was eating it up. So what the fuck is different now?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So saying the trailer literally the San Diego Comic-Con trailer or whatever, or was it New York? When the first show came out, the show first came out, it literally had scenes of Hope and Landon in the trailer. So you knew it was gonna happen, and he was in the originals.
That was the whole epic love thing. That was what they were implying.
Yeah, I don't think they got that.
But like, but I do think that they show it. I mean, with Hope saying
they show it and say it.
The thing is Hope is missing him. Hope is trying to deal with her emotions. She's by herself. No one knows her, so of course she's gonna think it.
I feel like they would have done better if in 2A as well. Like 2A could have been another step. But once again, it's already been shown.
That's the thing. Is 2A was a letdown as far as that was concerned.
Buzz down.
I think it was okay that she said it, but I think that they should have shown it more. I don't think that they did it.
They failed because like if they're like epic love, then Landon fucking walking away from her when he had his memories back. Somewhat, it was kind of a killer.
I mean, I can kind of understand that, but the part where he finds out that she is the one where he was literally killing himself to see, and then he goes back and he's like, I'm not going to sleep with you just yet, but it's going to happen soon. Like, what the fuck?
What I'm talking. It's like it was. Like, Landon's like, I was killing myself for the whole summer. Oh, that's you? Okay, let me have sex with Josie. I'm just like...
Yeah, like, huh?
Epic love?
Like, it's not like I was killing myself all summer to see this girl. I finally find out who she is.
And then I'm just like...
I'm just going to be like,
and then I'm
also
going to push her to my brother because he has nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Landon was...
That
wasn't Landon.
It wasn't. I don't...
Like... Yeah, it wasn't.
Okay, yeah, so the next one is Hope and Lizzie have a much better relationship than Hope and Josie. It's always Hope doing stuff for Josie, while Hope and Lizzie, they both take care of each other.
Period. There's nothing to address.
Yeah, nothing like even a topic. Like,
that's not even unpopular.
Anybody with the eyes could see. Like, it's not even
literally
like
facts. They worked together the whole fucking season 2. You know how many badass moments we got of them together? Yeah. The fact that we had episode 5. And then we had them.
Better relationship.
Like their relationship was.
They're literally in a relationship, so it's gonna be better.
Yeah.
Like, Hizzy, wonderful. The next unpopular opinion is Landon is overrated and Hope needs more screen time. No. Landon is literally overrated in this.
Best character in the TVD universe ever, all time. All right, he's second.
Hope literally. I mean, like, honestly, like, y'all, people complain about plots for Hope, whatever, storylines, plot, whatever. But she's in every damn scene mostly. She's somewhere in the frame. She's somewhere glistening.
Or she's being talked about. Or she's
being talked about.
A break.
So Landon is literally not even every damn thing. Like, Landon being overrated. How do you even
He's
like
the
him?
male lead. He's the male lead. What do you expect from the male lead?
Not even. Just hate it.
First, they say that Hope needs more screen time, and then they say that Hope's storyline revolves around Landon.
What is the truth?
Pick one.
Yes, exactly. She don't have a storyline, but then
is it A or B?
She's with Landon, so I'm just
because
like.
As far as I remember, the whole last part of season 2 was Hope literally focusing on
the fucking Saltzman twins.
Where the fuck were her things with Landon?
Did they set like shit? Did they figure out how to get
the last scene she really had was literally in the Cupid episode. That's all.
And then they had that one scene in 13 with them in the bed, and then a couple of like
and then
whatever
even then,
scenes that were like, you know, like they had one more scene after that, really, like a real
but
scene after that.
But even then, in episode 13 of season 2, she was still talking about the twins with him.
Yeah.
So he wasn't even a main priority. So shut up.
So where is her storyline revolving around Landon?
Shut up the dumb shit.
Even in the Cupid episode.
There's this saving everybody thing. Hope is saving everybody. I don't want to hear this shit about her saving Landon. I don't want to hear no more because now y'all just selectively being delusional.
Yeah.
End the discussion. Anything else you want to add? Because now y'all.
She's saving like once or twice. She's not always saving him.
She's not always saving him. Anything, he's helping her save your faves.
I think we could probably rant for like 6 hours.
Yeah, let me
let's move on to the next one.
You know, we're getting there.
Yep. We got a yep.
Yep. Oh. Yeah. Josie is not the most selfless person. I don't know why they include that line. I mean, obviously Hope is because she never blames other people for her decisions. She makes selfless decisions and doesn't hold it against anyone.
I believe that, but I know that
she's one of the most selfless.
She's one of them.
The most selfless. I don't think Hope is most selfless than her.
Yeah, like she doesn't give second thought.
I think it goes Hope, Landon, then Josie.
Josie is selfless, but I don't think that she's the most. Hope is. Hope does. I mean, Hope sacrificed her own freaking happiness because she thought Landon and Josie were happy.
Exactly, so and she would have kept it going. And she would have kept it going. She literally
watched her love be with someone else because he was happy. Would Josie have done the same thing?
She was even deciding not to bring the memories back.
She wanted to fight for Landon.
She was about to not bring the memories back.
She brought memories back, but she wanted Landon. She still
right.
She was dead ass about not to bring them back.
Hope literally sat there and let her heart break every fucking day.
Exactly, and she was out here living in the fucking forest.
I know. Yeah.
I mean, go ahead, Queen. That's it for y'all. Because Robyn will be here all day.
Yeah.
She should. Anything against Hope, and I am like,
listen.
Yeah.
We're about to get it.
I think Josie is, she is a selfless person, but a different type of selfless person.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's like the kind of selfless person who wants people to know and feel bad for her in a way. So she
wants. I almost feel like she wants recognition for being selfless.
She wants attention. She wants to feel like, oh, this girl is a great girl. She's selfless. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons why she is the way she is. But then again...
Yeah, exactly. Because when she had that moment with Landon in episode 4 of season 2, and she was like, oh, well, Hope is not the only one saving you. It's my turn or something like that. She said something along the lines of, I can save you too.
Yeah, it's my turn
It was like, oh, well, I can save you as well. So I was like, okay.
And yet, notice how Hope, when Landon was dead on the ground and Lizzie was chained to the tree, Hope was running to Landon, but yet stopped and allowed Josie to go to Landon first, even though her heart was broken that Landon was dead.
Exactly. Maybe we go on. We can be all day.
And Hope wasn't setting Landon's hair on fire, but
The next one is the plot holes in season 2 are more like plot creators and make no sense whatsoever. Yeah, it makes no sense. There's a lot of plot holes. We mentioned it. One of them, majorly, is how the fuck Clark called the school.
We are going to have an episode on
based on that
plot holes or plot creators.
Yeah,
we won't get too much into that.
Yeah, so we're not going to give you that much, but just know it's coming, and I'm on their ass. Like Clark, how the fuck Clark pull up and know their number? Okay. The next one is Landon is not useless, nor is he holding Hope back.
Missed the one
I missed one. Oh, okay.
To
You
die.
guys missed one.
See, as I should.
I don't think Landon should die.
Yeah, I don't think Landon should die. I don't know why people hate
Yes.
him so much. Yes.
You would hate him because he's in the middle of their show. Okay, anyways, the next one.
Landon is not useless, nor is he holding Hope back, nor is he Matt Donovan 2.0.
Oh my gosh, okay.
Oh.
All right, listen. The whole Matt Donovan 2.0.
Trash.
Bitch, listen.
Trash.
Language.
Matt didn't even have shit to do. He was a policeman.
Yeah, exactly.
Landon can fly on your face. I don't know what the fuck is the problem. Landon. Okay. All right.
But if you guys want to call him Matt Donovan 2.0, it's fine by me. You just know he's not going anywhere. So
The fact the people call child abuse survivor weak for me. It just don't sit well with me.
it's another thing. Like Matt didn't do anything to save people, really.
Landon is saving people every. Okay.
Landon's literally the reason why people are alive. So like.
He found out what the monsters were because Hope was just trying to fight them. Landon's like, let's find out their weakness.
And hope Lando comes to the brains.
I'm just tired of like they say don't compare Legacy to Vampire Diaries, and then they do it anyway.
All the time.
Oh, this Legacy is so different. Legacy is so embarrassing to the Vampire Diaries universe, and then they compare characters and ships together so they can make a valid expression.
Exactly.
So you don't make sense regardless. Anyways, next confession. MJ and Lizzie should not be together just because he likes/love her. Doesn't mean she owes him anything, especially considering she turned away from his advances multiple times. You're wrong.
I mean, I don't ship them really, but
she doesn't owe him anything. I get.
Yeah.
I do think that she doesn't owe him anything.
Yeah.
But Lizzie is also, 16 years old or 17 now, I guess, because they have their birthday. And at 17, do you honestly know what you want?
Yeah, I don't think she's right for a relationship.
Like, she's going for the bad boys, first of all. Like, she went for Rock, she went for
she's
Sebastian,
really
she's going for the bad boys. She doesn't, and not to mention the fact that she doesn't think that she is good enough for someone who is good to like her back. Because all she sees is that she's crazy. I mean, look at her thing with Sebastian. Well, he doesn't know that I'm crazy Lizzie or that, I'm messed up or whatever. So she doesn't, like, deep down, I don't think that she feels like she's good enough for MG in that sense.
Yeah, I think she wants someone new.
So good. Yeah,
who doesn't
she wants
know.
someone bad because she wants to be disappointed in a sense without even realizing she wants to be disappointed, because it's easier to like someone bad than to like someone good and have them look at you in a way that you don't think you deserve to be looked at.
Yeah, I don't think she was ready for MG yet.
Yeah, MG, I feel like MG needs to develop as a person as well. I feel like he lets Lizzie in too fast. I do expect them to have a friendship and then develop it on, maybe a slow burn. But I definitely feel like he should move on to somebody else and have hopefully Lizzie can realize what she wants. So then it's not just another confusion on MG's part because he's too forgiving, in my opinion. So, anything else y'all want to splat in?
Nope. I like them together.
Yeah, I like them together too, but
I like them together. I mean, I wrote them together in my story. But
so, Arlon, since you don't like them together, who do you ship them with? We're not gonna like that.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna put you like that.
Well, there is really no one else for Lizzie. I don't think.
Literally.
I mean,
I really like MG and Kim though. I mean, if MG's not with Lizzie, I really like him with Kim.
He I want him to be with her for the time being. I feel like maybe Lizzie should date. She should work for herself, honestly. But if she does date somebody, maybe that person can kind of, like, if they die, I guess that can kind of round her or whatever. I don't know. Just give me MG and Lizzie. The next confession is they're too soft with Dark Josie. Hope could have knocked her out easily without forcing the merge to happen. / Hope going into her mind.
I feel like what they're saying is, yes, Hope could have easily knocked out Josie,
but
she wasn't going to, because that's what it is. She's not going to hurt the people that she cares about. And if you think about it, Dark Josie wasn't really, you could tell that Dark Josie didn't want to, like, hurt anybody in a way.
Well, she killed Alyssa.
Yeah, she snapped her neck with no remorse.
Yeah, but, like, what I'm trying to say is Dark Josie could have easily done worse.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But she didn't. And I think we saw that because we saw the glimpse of Josie coming out for a moment. and it shows that she was really trying to get out of it. But yes, Hope could have easily knocked her out, but she decided she didn't want to.
Yeah, Hope was not gonna fight her back because she sees her as somebody important to her. She sees her as family, as a friend. So obviously, Hope is not going to just easily say, "Okay, well, since you're dark, let me just give up on my morals."
Well,
so it wasn't going to be just a fight.
People say that like Hope was doing it for Josie. I honestly think Hope was doing it for Lizzie and Alaric as well. Because what would they feel if Josie had died or had gone totally dark and they had lost her? Like, Lizzie would be an absolute wreck. Alaric would be an absolute wreck. You know, MG would be a wreck. Hope wasn't doing it just for herself. She was doing it because
for them.
Hope is. And so that was why she held back with Josie too. Not because of any other reason, but just because
people really expect Hope to squabble with her friend and just say fuck it. Like, that's what people are expecting. So anyways, anything else, guys?
Nope.
The next one is Josie gets away with everything and never takes responsibility for anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, kinda.
She broke Ethan's arm, never saw talk about it again. She made a girl no bleed, never talked about it again. She set the hair on fire and was like, Hope, and never talked about it again.
She practiced dark magic even though Lizzie warned her not to, and then blamed it on Lizzie anyway.
And then, did it again. Then she had Lizzie hate on Hope for years. Wouldn't have never said anything about it until Lizzie was like, tell me the fucking tea. So... she done a lot more. I wrote it down in my book, but we're just going to samples we're going to give you today. You know. Anything else I want to add?
Scream about this. She wants to scream so loud about this.
I'm just keeping y'all at bay till the worst ones come. So I'm seeing them. Anything else I want to add, guys, before we move on?
Let's move on.
Okay. So I said I don't like that they brought in Kai. His 2-episode guest role felt forced and purely done for fan service. It felt disruptive to the flow of season 2. Yes.
Yeah,
he didn't do shit. Good. He didn't give us shit.
It wasn't Kai from TVD.
It wasn't.
I love Kai, but yeah.
Yeah, this was the new man. This wasn't the man that used. This was the new man.
It felt a little rushed too.
It felt rushed. It threw away the plot, and due to him coming to the Vampire Diaries and coming to the Saltzman School, everybody's own fucking plot got morphed into one plot. Ralph
I don't understand what it did.
It didn't do nothing. Yeah. It didn't give Josie information about the merge.
It just made Josie dark. It just kind of forced her to.
Yeah, it just.
But I mean, they could have gone so many other ways with that.
Routes, so many routes. It could have just been them continuing to do the clock until the shit burst. Like him being there, then him getting bested by the necromancer.
I mean, the thing is the fact that they even forced, like all of a sudden now Alyssa was able to work the Ascendant and link it somehow, and like get them into the prison world. It's just.
Yeah, and then the random ass like the kids been in the prison world. It wasn't even built up. Like they started to show it when they did with Sebastian, but it was never built up for us to have a suspicion about Emma or Alaric.
You know what I don't understand too is why the hell did they have Bonnie's blood? I could not see Bonnie at any point saying, here's a vial of my blood in case you need to open the Ascendant. Like Bonnie would be like, fuck no, that thing is not opening. It's not going anywhere near my blood. Get it away from me. Like, what the hell?
I don't know how they got it, but they did it in their sleep.
I mean, maybe Kai had it from TVD somewhere.
Yeah, but like the Bennett line is very important, so it made sense for them to have her blood at school.
I was going to say that.
Like they have Hope's blood.
And Kai just took it from her at some point. Because remember, he drained her in TVD, so.
Yeah, but it made sense for the school to have it because the Bennett sideline is very important.
True, but but regardless of anything, season two did throw a lot of shit, such as the Freya thing too.
And I'd be really interested to see what the season 2 was actually supposed to be like before Freya and Kai were supposed to come back.
Honestly, I want to know before they decided to do fans.
I mean, Freya's wasn't really like crazy though. She was only there for a second.
Yeah, Freya's didn't really cause any like disruption or anything like that. But,
yeah, I just feel like her being there could have been more used than anything.
They could have, exactly. They could have had a little bit more moments between her and Hope.
Yeah. Anything else y'all want to add, guys?
Nope.
We thought that Kai's episodes were the 2 best out of the entire season,
and yet it was the lowest rated.
It's my personal.
That's cap.
Yo, that kind of flows with the next confession. Some people say Kai episode was one of the best, but Kai character was off. Everything about him was OOC, too soft, too lame. It was badly done. Yes. He was getting bedazzled by a fetus. He was getting bedazzled by a dead man. He was working with people that brought him down. He somehow knew about Malivore, even though like it's only Malivore's third day out here. How he know the placement? I don't know.
Well, Josie told him about Malivore, but
yeah, she told him. But I don't know how would he find the placement.
But like, how convenient that Malivore was in the prison world.
Exactly.
I'm gonna add to that. People say they don't want the monsters, right? But when they get 2 episodes that don't really evolve around monsters, they say it's terrible.
Right.
I mean, yeah. Like I didn't. If they
and it ends up being the lowest rated episodes.
Yeah.
It's for me. It was one of the 2 most. It was
the Vampire Diary related things. Like it felt like it, but I feel like they could have done it better.
The first season, like you guys said, I actually liked the first half of the season, and the second half kind of just like this.
Yeah, for me, it's been
it kind of went up like this for me, and then it went back down after the noir episode because the noir episode for me was terrible. But that's my opinion. So.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it could have been could have been better. If they kept Kai the same way he was, then it would have been amazing. But like once again, I just really didn't care about the episode overall because I don't really have a deep attachment to the Vampire Diaries like others. So I just was like, okay, what am I going to do with this information?
You know, I do like Kai, but honestly, without Hope and Landon, I didn't really care for the episode.
Yeah, I didn't care. Like I just didn't care about.
The other characters in the episode were trash too.
Yeah, it was all new characters. It was all new characters.
Yeah,
I don't really care about Wendy and Jade at the moment. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, we know who my favorite character is. If she's not in the episode, I don't really care about
her. Who is it? We have no idea.
Yeah, who is it?
I don't know.
That's
She's just a little known character. She's not very known. She's not, you know.
I cannot say
she doesn't really have a storyline. She's not really on screen too much, you know.
And she's her only plot is supposedly by the boy, but that makes sense.
That toxic masculinity and all.
Yeah, that toxic love. Anyways,
that Landon was not in the newer episode. I didn't even react to that episode.
I'm happy I reacted after all that shit. That episode, I was at my grandma's.
The fact that he wasn't in that episode was crap, though, too.
It was ass.
Like,
okay.
He doesn't need therapy. Okay. Anyways, go on.
Right.
Go on. Let's go on.
The next one. Hope Crush reveal was weirdly placed in total fan service.
Was weirdly placed. Yes.
They were about to die. They were about to die, and Hope thought that was her deep dark secret. Like, Hope could have said anything. Hope could have said, "I like to eat chicken with peanut butter." She could have said anything, and that's what she thought was the deepest, darkest
for
secret.
A week.
Yeah, for a week when she was like 14.
Someplace like it was weird. They could have done it another place, another scene,
another place, another time, and then let alone they made it seem like Hope and the twins are the same age, and they're not.
Yeah. And like,
so
when I was 14. I had a crush on a cartoon character, so
yeah. So then definitely the one. When I was
she literally like 1 week. Like really feel like they just give it to.
Like I don't know. Like they could have just said a crush.
Should have just left in the drafts.
Agreed.
They should have put in something.
Did as be. It is what it is at this point. They threw that shit in. So basically, guys. Hey guys, when I was around 12, I had a crush on Joe Jonas. So I definitely think we're gonna hook up in the future. That's what I'm getting from this.
Was it for a week?
Mom knows for a couple years, but it's more stronger than a week. That's for sure. Anyways, anything else you want to add to the opinion?
I run it.
Okay. The next one
I
is
clamp my mouth shut.
I'm trying to keep it cute for the nation. Emma is a horrible psychiatrist. I'm fucking it up. An adult. After nearly killing the students and triggering Dark Josie, she just leaves like it wasn't her problem.
She's just like,
I'm gonna get my man out of here
and leave. Yeah, she's like, this is dangerous for us.
Emma said, I went through a lot of shit, but you almost killed my man.
But
time to
like, she left in season 1 when things started getting like hyped up and stuff, and she was like, "Oh, Rick, like, you know, he just got attacked by freaking Raphael," and she was just like, I think it's a good time for me with the superpowers to just bounce. See ya.
Oh god.
She hasn't given me shit. Like, I don't. Why did she? She got exposed for.
I love Karen David. She is amazing. But like,
but
Emma,
we're on your character's ass. Your character was exposed for that trash with the prison world. Then you do the exact same shit again with them. That somehow is going to help them with their struggles. It didn't do shit but activate Dark Josie.
How did they even put them in a prison world where there's no like celestial event?
You tell me, because damn sure Emma knew. Emma was like, doop that deep, pow, and everybody was just like, she did that shit in 2 seconds. I would like to ask the audience, you know, it's whatever. So, anything else you want to add to that, guys?
No, run it.
Okay, run it, hop it, skip it. Sam,
jog it.
Okay, love it. Freya's appearance was unnecessary and underwhelming. She just got disrespected by Josie and had a second hug with Hope. Yes.
It was underwhelming.
It was underwhelming.
It was underwhelming, yeah.
Where was her scenes with Hope? That's the only thing we got was Freya, Hope, Drabs.
And then the next episode was like Hope saying, "Oh, I'm gonna go back to New Orleans,"
and Freya wasn't at the fucking bus stop. Freya already left. So Freya already bounced.
Like, why wasn't Freya with her at the bus stop? If Hope
could have been at the bus stop
with her.
Freya could have been at the bus stop saying, you know, this seems important. I'll if you want to come, yeah. She could have said something to her there, and I would have been at least somewhat okay. She left before
knowing Hope was gonna go back. Why the hell did Freya just leave?
Freya really
didn't say like a word. It was like
maybe
Hope
she wasn't even there.
Freya? That's it.
Yeah, maybe it was just like a hologram of her or something. I don't know.
At this point, Freya wasn't there. It was a fucking ghost. Because the way she came in and bounced within at least like 10 hours of her actually being there,
she was gone. Inside the bus.
She did a magic
spell. In the bus? She was already inside the bus. That's your
headcanon. She was in the bus.
You cracked the code. She's peeking through the window. She said, oh, two-handings. Who's two? I hate it. Somebody's okay. You ready,
I would have
guys?
loved to have a conversation with Freya about Landon. Like, Hope to have a conversation
exactly. She could have asked Freya. She could ask Freya how to help with the fucking two Landons, but no. Freya vanished.
And like Freya always choose family instead of killing on the originals. And there was a point where she understood that it was okay for her to put killing before her family. And she could have helped Hope with that.
Yeah.
And I hate that.
I hate we was robbed.
I'm sorry because I get to hate it.
I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, you ready for the next one, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not saying it.
Oh, right, Robyn gonna end up saying.
I know Sam wants me to say it.
No, because we've been.
It'd be really funny if Robyn says it.
Because we call Robyn say fuck. We call Robyn say no, ma'am. She said you know. I said we went it over. She gonna be saying yeah.
I gave you a screen tease.
Oh yes. You know we wanted. Behind the scenes, obviously. Okay, the next one is I don't want Handon to end up running the school. The Triber and the Phoenix are destined for greater things than that. Exactly.
Facts. Go to New Orleans.
Get away.
New York. He said leave the school.
I'm
gonna get you out of there.
New Orleans.
They go to New York too. Whatever. They go anywhere.
Look, they are. Oh, he pushes 19. They can't leave the school.
Yeah.
Just leave.
I'm gonna get them out of there. They better not be there when they fucking turn 20 because they already about to 19. If they 20 and they still at this fucking dorm,
they better be having their own apartment than travel to school. Period.
Dead ass. They better pull the Vampire Diaries, do a time jump.
They can sleep on the bench together.
On the bench. Oh.
The bench. Right. A whole gonna be like magic shower. Because clearly, something we can get, you know. Lane's gonna be like, I don't know how this works. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna clean your outfit out. No washer tees.
You want those guys' shoes? Here, let me give them to you.
Right. You want them? I got it. You wanna go to the store and steal? You want it? I got it. So Lane's like, oh my god, a new hat. She's like, you want it? I got it. New hat. Okay. No words. I hate it. The next one is, had he not manipulated her sister, I think Lizzie and Clark would easily relate to one another, seeing as both felt like they were the broken sibling. I don't know how they would even have a conversation though. Like, what would happen for her and him to have a conversation? Because I don't know. I just don't like Clark. Anyway, so any screen time should be cut. Immediately. Like he shouldn't even be coming back.
They shouldn't even be written down. Like his scene shouldn't even be written.
His character shouldn't even be on the script. Dead ass. Anything else I want to add? Because
Nope.
Who's Clark?
No.
I don't know. That's he. Somebody said, why did Sayla throw herself to Malavor? She could have helped them defeat Malavor and try it instead of disappearing.
Yeah, I would have loved to see that.
That has never made sense to me.
Yeah, it never made sense to me either. Like
she fell into him, and
I guess it makes sense. She thought it was gonna go like.
What the fuck did she thought that she had some type of power over him?
She thought I was gonna like destroy it.
Sis, he spit you out. You don't sit the fuck down.
To destroy that.
I mean, she knew monsters were.
Why?
She knew monsters were after Landon, and yet she was just like, "Oh, if I erase myself."
She did and said, if I jump into this pit, nothing will exist. He thought that by you jumping in my war, they was going to forget Landon's out here in this bitch. How did that? Sayla deserves a crown rated C for fucking clownery, because that was the dumbest shit
anyway, she was a better parent to Landon in like 40 minutes than Alaric is to see.
For Alaric is garbage. He's hot trash. If he's in season 3, that shit better be limited.
She literally sacrificed her whole life for Landon.
For no reason. Without even like thinking about it.
Without, yeah, she even dead ass shot Hope in the neck and said 50 should. So regardless, even though it was a dumb excuse, we stand. Alaric take some fucking notes. How you had a speech with her and still want to take her notes? You had the material. Okay, whatever. I'm not gonna get on the lyric until I see him. Back. Please. Okay. The next one is Hope and Landon should still be mad at MG for killing him.
I mean, Landon should. Hope. I don't know.
Landon should. Hope. I don't know. Because first of all, they didn't even talk afterwards, so maybe Landon is still mad. They don't even talk.
Yeah, low key.
They don't talk. Low key.
Yeah. But MG saved his life after, so I think they're even.
Yeah. Yeah. True. You know,
Hope was screaming at the woods like she was having a whole breakdown. She don't have no time.
We don't need no more Hope fucking crunching her neck and her chest and heart and stomach. Yeah, we don't need it no more. We gonna get in season 3. I know. Sick. Okay. The next one is Hope's reaction to Josie burning her room down made no sense. Did it now? Hope said, my dad pain going. Okay, got a crush. Like I said,
it's the only one I ever did with my dad. But
she said, she said a crush over my dad's painting. I'm just like, so
yeah, what I want to do, and my friendship with Lizzie. But those years don't matter.
She's like, I was getting tormented by your sister for years, but you like me. Okay, and I'm just like, are we watching the same Hope that Landon stole a knife and she was ready to go for a fucking war, but she just found out who burnt her only part of her dad, and she was just like, okay. Anyways, whatever. Anything else you want to add to that?
No, I think you summed it up pretty damn well.
Bullshit. Yeah, bullshit. I tell you now, if somebody burns something in my room, I'm kicking their ass. Nothing else. Their ass is done. This is not a smile. This is ass is kicked. She probably lost all her clothes, all her fancy sneaker, boots, little hair items, earrings, jewelry, whatever. And she want to smile. Get the fuck out of here. Okay,
language.
Get the fleek out of here. The next one is I'm not gonna make it. Supposedly, I'm not gonna make it.
Love to see it.
Let me get it. Oh, really? Okay.
Arlon, you read it. You read it.
I don't even have it up.
Oh.
Read it.
Wait, what is it?
Yes,
it's about Jandon.
All right. So where are all the dark? Wait, what? Where?
Well, dude.
See, that's how she was on it. I got to say it. All right. Where all the dark magic from Josie came from. She broke an arm, siphoned a sword, and gave some memories back. I don't think that's enough magic for all the things she did as Dark Josie.
Yeah, shouldn't it have released from her body after time? Even when Kai did that spell to take all the magic from the town of Mystic Falls, it eventually like he fizzled out.
Yeah, that joint was climbing. That joint was steady climbing. I said, what?
And it was dark magic that she put in there. I thought it was like the after effects of dark magic. Like, wasn't that the whole premise of the?
Yeah.
It was the after effects.
It was
like,
that the after effects.
Yeah.
So how was she infused with dark magic when it was supposed to be the after effects of dark magic? Like, shouldn't it have been like her with like her hair falling out and like scabs up her arm and shit like that?
Fuck. I was gonna write that down. Gonna write that down to my plot hole book, and my marker flew across the screen. So I'm gonna sit my ass down.
Clown.
That's that. Oh my, okay. Anything I want to add, guys? Since I just took this out.
No, I think Sam should read the next one though.
All right. I'm tired of this whole two foster siblings falling for the same girl, and their love for her coming in between their brother sisterhood.
This should be happening for three fucking different shows. I'm tired. Why can't
that Hope is like literally
Hope told the nation. Like, it's not hard. But
Hope say I have my lane. I'm okay with it.
I'm like,
and Raphael isn't doing anything either. It's like
I'm just like, I feel like we're over it. Like, I feel like they only did it for the first season. They tried to do it for the second season, but that shit was tough out of here. That's it. Tough. Anything else I want to add?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Josie and Lizzie act nothing like twins. I mean, yes, Josie is codependent on Lizzie, but they're more like roommates than siblings. Yikes.
Yeah.
But like,
especially in season 2.
Not every sisters got along either.
Yeah.
So,
my iPad is a doorknob. My iPad was on 33%. I didn't know.
I think when they need each other, they are there for.
Yeah, I feel like honestly, it kind of just gives me like sister vibes more than twins, but.
Any more scenes like the scene when everybody got the memories back of Hope.
Yeah.
And she was
like,
crying.
They barely
scenes like that.
Yeah, and like in season 1 they had a lot of like sister moments and stuff like that.
Yeah, season 2
and
just like it was like developing them to their own person but separating them at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay. So the next one is Hope and Penelope. Hope and Penelope / Landon and
what?
Yeah, let me rephrase that. Hope and Penelope / Landon and Penelope could have been two of the best friendships on the show.
Period. Exactly.
I feel like she could have had a lot of good friendships on the show.
Yeah, but like Landon and Penelope.
Landon and Penelope would have been iconic.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like the Landon and Landon and Penelope one was a top tier moment, even though she kind of fucked up.
It was so unexpected. God, they should have gave us more.
Right, they gave us last minute, but when she was about to dip, hated here. Okay, so the next one is. Oh, you want to add any more? For the nation?
No.
Guess no. Cricket tease. Where did Josie and MG friendship at the beginning of season 1 went? We only got a mention of it in season 2, episode 15, when Dark Josie came back, and nothing other than that. Dead ass. And let alone she was trying to kill him too, so it wasn't like it was a sincere as like talk.
Yeah.
And I feel like everybody friendship season 2 were trashed except for Hizzy's, which was one lovely, but
even in 106, he's supposed to be best friends with Josie, and yet Penelope's the only one that noticed she was missing.
Exactly. Like, I feel like they just made that shit up. Like, oh yeah, she has a bestie, and then like never talked about it again. Like, it's like Josie used to tell MG a lot of things clearly from episode 1. So the fact that she's not telling him anything, and the fact that he's just like so dedicated to I need to get Lizzie, that he's not paying attention to his best friend, kind of off.
Yeah, and she always says that she's like, nobody's first choice, blah 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 blah. But yet, like MG is supposed to be her best friend, yet it showed MG having more of a relationship. Like he just basically dumped Josie after becoming friends with Caleb.
Did as. It's like once, like, did he even tell Josie about how he wanted to run? Like, he was never telling. We never saw them talk about how they both want to run. That could have been a good scene of Josie and MG talking about how they want to run for student council.
What about like a talk after MG killed Landon and he came back to the school?
Exactly. It was just like, oh, okay. I mean, I loved MG and Caleb's talk, yes, but like, and the fact that even in season 2, Josie didn't go to MG to talk about this, about like some of the stuff. Like, she just started dating Landon, so she really not friends with Landon beforehand. She didn't tell MG about what's happening.
Yeah.
Nothing. So it was out of the window. The next one is lovely. Landon is in game.
Handon. Lies.
Handon. Yeah. I just let the audience speak, which is clearly a response. Crickets, love. You know? Just our opinion. No words. The next one is Josie is not the better twin. Lizzie is.
That's facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No discussion. And no discussion, you know? The characters are way better and complex than the Vampire Diary ones and are more interesting.
Wait, say that again?
Damn. The characters from Legacies is more better and complex than the Vampire Diary ones.
Yeah, that's cap.
I mean, I agree.
That's cap. There's no way that those characters are more complex and better than
the Vampire Diaries.
Yeah,
I feel like the close. I feel like if we
at least not now.
Anybody, yeah, I would say like if anything, like maybe Lizzie's like the closest so far, but like I wouldn't say.
I do like these characters like a lot.
Yeah, like I don't know. I wouldn't say. But once again, I don't know.
Characters more.
Like for me, the Legacies characters don't annoy me as much as the Vampire Diary one. Season 1, they was all getting on my nerves. So I feel like Legacies is
I think the Legacies
pleasing.
ones are more real.
Yeah, pleasing to my palate.
I think they are more like how can I say this?
I don't know. I just yeah. I mean, I
relatable.
feel like I can relate to. Yeah,
they're relatable. Yeah,
I can relate to them more because I just wasn't getting it. Like the Vampire Diaries,
like
they was out here hopping boyfriends, and I just couldn't do it. Maybe that's just me. I would have to tap out. I'm like, you dated my ex. Anyways, the next one is I would like to see which is Hope and Penelope happen. No. If we're ever doing like any like the person I would ship Hope with if it wasn't Landon is her and Maya, my opinion. I just like them. I like that was giving me but no, I like her and Penelope. I don't even think they were like on like cool basis. I think Penelope just didn't like her.
They would like each other. Like
I would like a Penelope and Hope friendship though.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like I don't. It's posy or nothing. The next one is. Oh, hold on. The next one is I don't get it. Why they ship Josie and Hope? To be honest, I like them as friends only. I agree. I like them as friends only.
I think it goes from people's opinion, but I only see them as friends.
Like to be honest, I still
not even
like
friends, like
associates, because like to be honest, they didn't really have that many friendship scenes for me.
Yeah.
It's only like magic related, to be honest, in the course of that. But personally, for me, in my opinion, I would expect Hope to be somewhat more triggered or angry at what happened in season 1. But that's just me.
Yeah. Before I say my opinion, Iz has to go. So
bye.
So I guess when I burn my ex-boyfriend's house down,
the thing is,
it's because I had emotions.
If they were so like, okay, why was Josie so upset about Landon not choosing her if she had feelings elsewhere?
Why did she think, and why was Josie so confident that Landon would choose her and not Hope?
I don't think she was confident though. She wasn't confident.
No, she tried to be. She tried to have Landon hyper.
Landon. Thought he would at least think about.
Yeah. And like why if she would want Hope's to have her memory or to have everyone have Hope's memories back or whatever, would she not? I mean, like it just
we need to move on. I'm done with them. Before we get into the ass, I'm sorry.
Let's keep going.
Please just end Malavor. It's repetitive for once. I want to see Landon as the hero power. Yeah, I'm tired of it too. We all been tired of it. Well,
I
most
mean,
of us.
we gotta go. We gotta get Malivore Landon in order to get
that's it. That needs to
Landon's
be the
powers.
final. That needs to be the final
I mean,
placement.
Malivore is the reason for the Monsters of the Week, and I know that Monsters of the Week is an unpopular opinion. I actually like them because I like different mythologies and lore and stuff
Yeah,
like
I
that.
love mythology too.
Yeah,
I just feel like hang it up right now.
But like Malivore is supposed to be this like huge threat, and he wasn't a threat at all in season 2.
Season 2, he was out here taking a fucking nap. Like, what the fuck is Malivore doing? He was letting the necromancer
Like he can open up portals,
and he was slacking. He
can
was
send
out
out monsters and stuff like that. But like,
he's just building Landon up low key. He's trying to make Landon stronger, and then bam.
Dead ass. I feel like he just kind of giving like Landon a taste of what he can possibly be like.
He's trying to get Landon to unlock more powers, and then he's gonna take him over.
Oh well. Anything else you want to add to the nation?
No.
Oh, the next one is I think that Handon is the best ship with Hope, but I actually would love to see Hizzy over Hosey. I mean, I don't ship Hizzy, but I love them as if I had to choose,
if I had to choose Hizzy, yeah,
if I had to choose,
absolutely.
Because their development was if we're doing a trope, it was enemies or some frenemies to lovers. Like if that was considered, if we was doing it, it would have been that better than lies to lovers, if anything.
Hizzy would make sense because of the way that they've developed them over the course of season 2.
Yeah, and especially and especially season 2, episode 5, when they're like, we don't need no man. If they want to do that, they could have done it.
They could easily put them like catching feelings for each other.
Yeah. And it would make sense.
It would make sense.
It wouldn't just be like, we wouldn't be watching it going, huh, where the fuck did this come from?
Yeah, like it wouldn't be like random. Like it built up. Like season 1 was kind of them getting to know each other. Season 2, they both got out of a bad relationship, or but
saying if then it happens, we're gonna be crying.
Oh, we'll definitely be crying and mad and upset.
This is a fucking opinion. Damn it.
Handon Endgame.
Save it.
This is. Oh.
Handon Endgame.
As you should.
Handle Endgame. Handle Endgame. Handle Endgame.
Precisely.
Oh, it is what it is, yeah, she got me started.
Handle Endgame.
Yep.
As it should. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, the next one is Ralph and Hope are kind of cute.
Trash. No.
No.
That's cap.
That's deceased information. The next one is Ralph and Josie should have happened. Oh, you want to say something, Vic?
No.
Ralph and Josie should have happened. I don't really care about them happening or not. Yeah, I'm not hyped for them, so I could care less. And anything else that you want to add, guys? I think that's a no. The next one is I don't like Hope and Ralph as a couple. They was never a couple. They're not going to be a couple. End of discussion.
Yeah.
She's friend zoned that boy so many times.
We're not going to get it. He said
it laughs every time.
Yo, episode 6 of season 2, hysterical. Yeah. That shit was hysterical.
He say everything, and she would always just stand there like looking at him.
She was like, she looked at. She said,
"Yep, sure."
Turn her fucking
head.
Okay, no, right? What
yeah,
this information. And then he became a Handon warrior. He was like, "You should talk to a man."
Choose him. She should
choose him. He became a Handon warrior, as he should. Yes, Rob. Yes. Taste for once. The next one is: do you agree that Landon is in a way got approval of both Klaus and Elijah? That Handon will work. Yes, because Elijah gave Landon some money to get to where he was supposed to be, and he said,
Elijah brought hope to Landon.
Exactly. He was like, "You want to go?" And then he was like, "Come on, you got a couple hours." And then Klaus watched and said he liked it.
Hope told Elijah that Haley was still waiting for a dance, and then Elijah told Hope to go dance with Landon.
Exactly.
As he should. So, in other words, yes, they got approval from both. We don't care what
they got approval
the cast
from
says.
Caroline because
we're talking about the characters.
Yeah.
I wish we could have seen like if they kissed right there and while they were dancing, how Klaus would have
The cast.
reacted.
Why
thing
would he
is-
get that kiss though?
I'm just saying, you know.
Arlon.
I'm just saying, you know, so you can
They
see how
just-
Klaus would have
they-
reacted.
But
Be
why
quiet.
did they kiss though?
I'm just saying.
Like, Hope would have been like, "Who the fuck?" Like,
Wait, she was already in love with him at that point.
Okay, do we honestly think that Joseph Morgan or Daniel Gillies has any fucking idea?
I just said that. Right. Well, I don't understand why people be asking the cast, like the cast members who don't even want to come back to the show, what's their opinion on a ship that they didn't even watch. You know damn well they didn't watch Legacy, so why are you asking them that? They're gonna say, yeah, whatever. Like, no words. Anyways, Elijah and Klaus said, hand in Silmatery. The next one is, I know the show is really about the students, but isn't it kind of weird that whenever there is an incident in school, which is often, the only members of the staff we see are Alaric, Emma, and Dorian. If you count on Vardamus, where are the other teachers? It's supposed to be a school, right?
Nowhere to be found.
Oh, they don't
They're
live
like,
there.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah.
They said we're here to teach, bitch.
They said Hope's got it. See ya.
Yeah, they also hope like poor kid.
They said, "Oh, we see Mo, we did it." You know, Dora Explorer type tease, because Hope is the only one that's fucking saving the world.
We don't have even Dory anymore. He just
Dorian. What the fuck did Dorian give us though? He was out here giving sex.
He was out here getting married.
He got married, and they said no divorce for sure. They said married tease. You mean tell me Cupid actually made them wake up? Because I was just like, well, didn't they break up because the kiss were the lyric, right? Oh no, they stayed together after that, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever.
They got back together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really care. I didn't really care. I was just like, okay. The next, anything I want to add, you know?
Nope.
Oh, this one about to be hefty. Let me inhale. Yeah, right? Golly. I love Legacies, but I really hope it doesn't go more than 5 seasons because the quality of the show starts to decline. If it's on air for too long, we see it with Arrow and CIS and even in the Vampire Diaries. Also, if the twins were already 17, then that means that Hope is almost 19. So that means she's supposed to graduate soon with the others, not far behind her. If the school is supposed to be the main setting as well as the storyline, then that means the show shouldn't go on for that long and may have time skips.
Yeah.
I have the plan for this. Hope and Landon got a loft in Mystic Falls, and that's it. They go back to school to help, and then go home.
Yeah, literally. Like, we can get some domestic hand in.
Yeah, domestic hand. Imagine
cooking meals. You know, I feel like they don't know how to cook. Uber Eats.
Hope knows how to cook.
You know, Uber Eats on the side for Landon, but personally,
Landon
to be honest,
said he knew how to cook.
Oh yeah, shit. Why am I mean, Uber Eats. I still Uber Eats. They can do that. It's a Uber Eats tease, but
what do they even need Uber Eats for? Hope's a witch.
Listen, maybe Hope want to learn how to cook for her. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Yeah, they want to see what Okay, what if she needs some ingredients? Uber Eats. Stop. Maybe she want to feel what the actual humans feel when she goes grocery shopping for some stuff instead of making a damn lasagna with a spell.
Oh God, could you imagine Hope in a grocery store?
She like, what is this? They're like, this is carrots, man. What's carrots? He gonna be like, why you at the grocery store, ma'am? She's like, I'm just trying to make a salad.
Pushing a cart. And it being like line and shit like that. Like, no, Hope would no.
Yo, she did it. Is going to just magically pay for the meal herself and did. She's like, is there a self cash out line? Because I need to go. But I feel like Legacy should have these about 5 to 6 seasons because I feel like a lot of shows start to do too much, and plus, people start to get bored after 6 to 7 years plus being on the show because they want to do other things.
Yeah.
And the more that they stay on the show, that's the only thing they're going to get noticed for. Like, that's how it was with that 70s show. Like, a lot of them had different movies, but a lot of them people don't really know about it. They're like, oh, that's a girl from that 70s show. Or that's a girl from the Vampire Diaries. Yeah. Like,
I think it's going to be only 5 seasons.
Yeah.
That was kind of always like my...
Yeah.
If they start promoting it.
Well, yeah, if they don't promote it, then it's going to be maybe 3 seasons. They may not even get a season 4.
Shit. The way they acting.
That would be sad,
honestly. But the good thing is that if it do end, we still got our end game.
That
we're
is
doing more
facts.
promotion than they.
And maybe the
we're
cast will
doing more
actually start
promotion.
posting and all that, you know.
The cast don't be posting shit. They said anti-tease because there's no way. But anyways, I do hope at least 5 to 6 seasons so they don't drag it. But and then maybe season 5 or 6 can be the merge. Where we find if they do the merge, I feel like they're gonna cheat it out. But I hope they don't do the merge later on in the season because I want to see Heretic, Lizzie.
I mean, Danielle is turning 21 in a month, and like if you go 2 more seasons, she's what, like 23, almost 24.
Yeah,
she's gonna want to move on, especially her because she's probably the most popular in the whole young cast to begin with.
Exactly. So I feel like she's going to definitely want to do other topics in the way that her acting ranges and that she's multi-talented. She's going to be having people reach for her regardless. And especially if she want to stay in the supernatural aspect, people they're going to be eating her up. Like, come over here. So
I mean, they probably have like a contract signed saying they have to do a certain amount of seasons.
It's 6 seasons. I think every show is like 6
I think
seasons.
CW specifically every like 6 seasons. So
yeah, they give us 6 seasons. I'm with it.
I'm lit.
Run it.
And an end game.
We vibing. We vibing. Okay, the last one. Like to me, the originals was better than the Vampire Diaries, and arguably the best out of the 3 the Vampire Diaries universe shows. It kind of like the Empire Strikes Back of the Vampire Diaries. But
ooh, I like
first
that.
of all, maybe it's because the show wasn't as long as the Vampire Diaries and it stayed true to the main storyline.
Well, the originals was. I liked the originals the best. I mean, I love Legacies, but out of Vampire Diaries and the originals, I think the originals was way better.
I think Vampire Diaries had a better finale though, series finale.
The Vampire Diaries?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because
the originals was darker, which I liked, but also it was more like it was they focused it was focused on family than relationships. There was ships in there, but they focused more on the family rather than the relationship.
Yeah, and I feel like
Diaries,
I feel like when it's a show, if your show only becomes based on relationships, that's when you lose the audience. Because when you build a show based on relationships, people are going to expect you to give them their ship, and there's different people, there's different ships. And once something doesn't happen, that's when your audience start to lose them, which means you're gonna have to do what, like let's throw a show under the bus, Riverdale, which does they bait 85 different ships, and now to the point that people are only watching solely for ships. They lost their plot. They made a fool out of themselves with the fucking cult season. And then season 4, I don't even know what the main part was. There's repeated storylines. So like when you only build a show based on ships and ship baiting, nobody's gonna care. And with the Vampire Diaries, it does not fucking take 4 seasons for my good sis to choose between these 2 brothers. And I couldn't go through it. I literally stopped.
And they started Vampire Diaries immediately with Elena showing some sort of interest between both brothers. So we knew the premise of Vampire Diaries was going to be between these 3 characters.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it I don't have time for that. Like I already dealt with I already dealt with Twilight, but she already knew who she wanted. We started with the Hunger Games.
That's what made TVD big though. The triangle. Yeah, exactly. I will agree with that. That triangle was like the best triangle.
Exactly. Like, but it's not needed in Legacies.
Oh yeah, it's not needed in Legacies. But.
And like Legacies, they started out with this really pure, amazing couple right at the first episode at the very end, and there is nothing wrong with having this couple stay together.
Yeah, I don't
throughout
know why
all of these seasons, and then just go through regular, natural things that teenagers.
Yes, I want them to be like Naylee. I want more couples like.
I don't understand what is up with this like normality that whatever ship starts in the first season is just going to not end up together. That's bullshit. Like what? There's a lot of ships that happen in the first season.
This is supposed to be a show about teenagers. You're supposed to be able to relate to these teenagers. How can you relate to someone who bounces between relationships?
Bounces between somebody because they stared at somebody or they bounce around each other.
How many love triangles have all of us been in?
None.
Exactly.
Damn. And if we were, we didn't know who the other person was because they were secret. Yeah. So how can you be like, oh my God, yes, I love them. Like for you to crave a love triangle, for you to, and then for you not to win it at that.
It's like it's not about the wins, about the ride. It's about the story.
Like it's not about the story. That's what a lot of and it's always a pattern with CW though. Like CW always does it. All their main shows is who is she going to end up with? They did with 100. They milked that shit for 7 years.
Yeah.
Riverdale, they doing it now. 45 years in. We're doing like what's it called? Supergirl. Like they're milking people on. Like you can't. Like, come on. And the CW does all the fucking time. They sit there and they will milk you on for this and this. I'm not no. And the fact that Legacy isn't about ships, even though the fandom makes it about ships. The originals had it all. It was family. Then your side piece, babe, whatever you want. Elijah came in and swoop, but a lot like I was not feeling the vampires. I just couldn't like.
I mean, Legacies started out with a couple, in a sense, because they were in originals.
Yeah, like Handle is a part of the story they want to tell.
Exactly.
And it'll be weird for them to like.
They make part of the story.
Exactly. Like it's weird. It'd be weird for them to introduce a ship at the end of a season that's going to open up the next season of a new show, and then be like, "Psych, you want Hope to date somebody else?"
And then in season 2, have Landon's big speech to Hope about Cupid, or big speech to Cupid about Hope and their love, and then the whole like, "Don't let me go," and then her talking to Alaric about how Landon's her epic love, and then. It's better to have loved than lost than to have never loved.
Yeah, and then her and the Noor episode.
The fact that she doesn't move on from Landon in the first half of season 2, and then the film noir, and the whole like you're stuck with me forever, and like all of that stuff. That's gonna be a waste.
Yeah, I mean for something. There's no other shit for me that was developed enough for me to care. So. For me to even sit here and be like, okay, well, Hope is going to date somebody else. Like, who else would it be? Like, Hope literally was not talking to anyone until Landon came on campus. So for them to, for people to even think they're like, listen, Hope is with dude. Like, I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want.
She could have moved on. She could have. She had every chance to.
She had Ethan. She had Maya. She had people at the fucking new school. Like, if she wanted a fresh start from clear faces, she could have literally went to Mystic Falls.
The thing is, it's not like Hope doesn't have a choice either.
Exactly. Like Hope has varieties. If she wanted to get over Landon, she could have went with anybody. And the fact that she didn't, and the fact that she even watched somebody that she cared about date somebody else while she was still single. I'm like, what else do you want? What do you want? You want her to say it in 10 languages? She was out here living on a bench, writing love poems to Landon about how miserable she was, and for some reason, in like 2 episodes, she's gonna totally date somebody else.
And yet, loved him so much to watch him be happy with someone else.
Exactly. Yeah. So, all of us been playing a game called Among Us. I can't even get it out. Okay, so the past 2 weeks, all of us been playing a game called Among Us, which is a app. And I don't know if it's on Samsung, but it's on Apple, and it's for free.
It's on Samsung.
Free. Okay, so it's on both.
It's on PC, devices. Everything.
And it's on everything. So it's free, and it's pretty much an online game where you play with people from all over the world. And the premise is to catch the killers. Now, it's kind of like Clue, I guess, in a sense where, you're trying to figure out who was the killer, but you're in space. There's a total of 10 people, and you all have tasks to do. While there is 2 to 3 killers killing y'all, you have to figure out who it is and when. So how you win is if the people who complete the task get the full bar, we win. And if the crewmates, if the imposters can win if they trigger one of the things they can knock out, and if the crewmates don't like fix it in time, they can win. But it may sound weird, but we're going to be doing that game soon for another Hand and Weekly game. So we're going to try. We're going to learn. We're going to try to make it live, or if not, and then share the link with y'all so we can all play together. See y'all there in 7 years, whatever time we do it. We know y'all watch, or some of y'all do, but please give us. I just want y'all to bless us with Malvor Landon. So all we ask, I want you to outsold. Kill it. Don't fuck it up. Anyways.
We love you guys. We're sorry if we offended you. That wasn't our intention.
Yeah, it was just.
Okay.
You know.
This is listen. This is unpopular opinions that you guys sent in. We just gave our honest opinion. We even got heated up during our expression because we are passionate about this show, and we love the show. We love talking about it. So if you were offended by anything, we are sorry. But once again, this is the Handon podcast, which means that anything that's against Handon, we're going to obviously go. We're going to talk about it. Any ships that's not Handon, we're going to talk about it. We kept it as PG as we can. Sorry about the shade, but it is what it is. We don't hide in here. We hope you guys enjoyed another episode of the Handon Weekly. You know, this is like
say it again. Say it again louder this time.
The Handon Weekly. So we're going to talk about Handon. So if you think we're going to come in the Handon Weekly and talk about your ship, you are wrong. So thanks for coming out. We're going to see you again. Make sure to like, comment, or subscribe for more content. We're on Spotify. We're on Instagram. Hell, supposedly we're on Facebook. We're obviously on YouTube channel. Make sure you can subscribe there.
We're all over the place, guys.
We're all over the place. We're expanding. We also have merch, which is going to be in the description. If you have any other questions or anything,
don't forget to donate for Aria's birthday.
Yes, that will be also in the description as well. Make sure that you just help spread it around if you can. If you can, drop a couple dollars, whatever you want, just go ahead. Whatever makes you comfortable. So okay. And see you later. Bye.
Bye,
guys.